Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Reborn. When we last left off, we had just taken a right royal kicking from Julia, who boomed us once. In fact, she boomed us twice. So, she's boomed us more times than she's giving herself credit for. But now will be the time for my glorious victory. I have not done anything to change my team. I've done no additional training. I've trained out no additional Pokemon. But instead, what I've decided was that the Toxic Spikes, which I thought were ingenious, didn't end up actually doing that much for me, because Julia's Pokemon are so powerful they really need to be taken down quickly, and I can't really defend against them long enough for that poison to really take effect. So I thought that I'd start off with Robert again, but this time I'd just go out for an all-out offensive using Acid Spray and its stacking defense debuff. I was thinking that that would be a great way to at least rip through this Heptio tile, which it did. Never mind using your potion. A move that gets more and more powerful every time I use it is just expert. So now we're on to the first of her two Voltorb. Voltorb. Just survived the Sonic Boom thanks to Black Sludge. I was debating whether or not to give the Black Sludge to Robert or to the Edible Fred. I decided that Robert would be fine for now. Of course, with Edible Fred it would work really well with Leech Seed and make her super tanky, but obviously for now it got one more Acid Spray out of Robert, so I can consider that the right choice for now. And I've decided with a heavy heart I should probably just get rid of the Pokemon that are just going to immediately be defeated by these electric types quick, so that I've got more defensive Pokemon to face off against her Electrode and her Blitzle and things like that. Let's see what a Voltorb tastes like. Tastes like something that's going to kick Ingrid's ass, unfortunately. But Ingrid, I am proud of you. You did a great job either way, and that Screech, at the very least, is going to allow Ratty Boy to finish this Voltorb off with relative ease. There we go, no risk there. Now, second Voltorb is upon us. Currently the battle is around even. I could win, I could lose. I'm expecting to lose because, I'll be honest, I sort of broke my show every single loss rule and don't save every single loss rule, because this gym battle was just getting ridiculous. I think 2 shown and saved losses is a good amount. Otherwise, you'd just be watching the same battle over and over again and it will get super boring. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Unfortunately, Ratty Boy may be fast and annoying, but he's not quite as fast and annoying as Emolga, and so he goes down. We still have 3 Pokemon left, and it's up to Wesley to save the day here. Can he do it, that little cutie? Nuzzle, if you don't know what it does, it's quite a weak electric move with a guaranteed paralysis, so it's like a slightly better version of Thunder Wave. And it looks like she considers Wesley to be quite the threat, because she's gone to her Electrode straight away. No messing around with that Blitzle. The good news is that if I can get Electrode out of the way, I feel pretty confident that I can survive Blitzle, because Blitzle, he wasn't actually that strong when we fought him. He did a lot of slow, small hits. Well, not slow, but like slowly chipped away at our health. He wasn't actually that offensively strong. So, we can get Electrode out of the way. Edible Fred with the Leech Seed could easily get it done. But I've decided that Edible Fred's Leech Seed powers are needed here. I've decided this because Electrode, as a Pokemon that has evolved beyond its years, has a lot more health than a regular 15 Pokemon would. And more health sapped away means more health recovered. Look at that, 5 health. That's a pretty significant amount of Edible Fred's overall health in a minute. Looks like she had another potion just hidden away to use, but more health for Electrode is more health for me. That is the beauty of Edible Fred. And I don't mind that Electrode is charging up power, because at the very least, electric attacks are not very effective against Edible Fred, so I don't feel that I should be one-hit shot here. Especially when they go for a Sonic Boom and it misses. I don't know if I won this battle due to luck, or if I would have won even if that Sonic Boom hit, but either way, I consider myself quite the Pokemon master right now. There you go, Edible Fred more than deserves that level up. And take down this. It's a risky move, it doesn't feel as neat and safe as Tackle, but I don't expect Edible Fred is going to be using Tackle an awful lot. When I will be using a normal type move is when I can't use my grass type moves and when I just want to deal a lot of damage, so I rather reckless takedown, I feel, is a good move for that. Now, unfortunately, Leech Seed does not have the greatest of accuracy. That's the only thing keeping it from being the absolute most perfect move. But now the seed is taking hold. Let's see how much we heal. There you go, 4 health. Not quite 5 health, but 4 health is still an awful lot. It's more than I'd be getting from the Black Sludge, of course, if we had both stacking on each other, and then, that would have been a thing of beauty. Now there's the risk of takedown. Again, it doesn't have 100% accuracy. I am going to miss every now and then. But when it hits, it hits. So there we go. Blitzle is not long for this battlefield. It doesn't really matter if I'm stricken by paralysis for this next move, because Leech Seed is going to finish all the work for us, and that's why Leech Seed is lovely and should be loved by all. There we go. I think, judging by our health numbers, even if we had gotten hit by that Sonic Boom, we probably would have lived. Edible Fred has gotten to level 16, and you know what that means. And what more fitting time for it could there be? We have defeated Julia. There you go, got some lovely pocket money. Spin for us, Edible Fred. Spin and show us the new Fred that will lie before us. There we go, getting dizzy. Is that projectile vomit, or is it a tulip? Speaking of which, why is Ivysaur called Ivysaur? They don't have ivy. It should be Tulipsaur. Let's all be honest with ourselves. I mean, Ivysaur is a cool name. I lost! So lame! But whatever! I'm gonna go take a power nappy! Huh? Oh, right. Fine. Take your whatchamacallit badge. The thingamajigger badge makes stuff happen. And it also allows you to use the, I need coffee. Oh! It allows you to use the HM cut outside of battle. And I was thinking, you know, this game was designed for the more mature Pokemon fan in mind. So why the heck do we still have HMs in this game? No one likes HMs. I was hoping that I've just gotten rid of those entirely. But never mind. I also get TM57 Charge Beam. And it looks like this game is using the TM/Forever rule, which is an amazing rule. And it is a useful move. I will teach Charge Beam just one immediately. Anyway, sleepies, bye! I don't entirely like the way some of the characters of this game seem to speak in internet speak. I think that sort of takes you out of the story a little bit. It makes the characters seem less real. And there we go. Odor Sleuth is a useless move anyway, at least on Wesley. So there you go, I'm dancing along to the beat, which you should hear because it sounds like the sound is in sync this time. Now that we've had a celebratory dance, it's time to get out of here and go on the next adventure. Huffbuh! Did you just win your first badge? That's great! I was thinking about how challenging Julia, but I heard something awful. Also, that hat shouldn't have been there. Apparently something weird is happening in the Obsidia ward. The plants are coming to life and attacking people. You know, it's probably just Bellsprouts. As soon as I heard, I knew I had to go over there and see if I can help. I'd stay and talk more, but I need to hurry. Bye! Oh, dear me. Sorry. Had to be done. There we go. Our adventure is laid out before us. There is some kind of demonic plant attack, if Gossip Gardevoir was any indication. Demonic plant attack going on in the Obsidia ward, and we need to sort it out just as soon as we can. The unfortunate thing is I don't know where the Obsidia ward is. Don't worry, it doesn't take me too long to figure it out. I remember that next to the Great Hall there was a guy standing by a gate saying, "Hey, you can't go over here," but I thought it might be here, but of course that's the Turbiline Desert or something. So never mind that. I believe at this point I was trying to look for my town map, but in this game it's not a key item, which threw me. But then I remembered the Pokegear. So I looked at the map, and it didn't help me at all. This is a terrible map. I hate this map. Like, even Gen 1's map, where it's just a few grey lines against a white background was more informative than that. And then I remember this music feature. I like how the Pokegear is just an iPod. Scratch my ear, you can't stop me. I couldn't figure out how to get any of the music to play, and I figured that I'll fiddle with that on my own time. And that now it's time to go and find the Obsidia Ward. I don't know what's happening. It's just the come down, the thrill from finally defeating Julia. There you go. I believe at this point I remembered that there is still someone in this ward that I haven't yet spoken to. And I was just trying to remember where they are. And they're up that alleyway that I have literally never gone up this entire time. So let's see what awaits us. I'm not a who's and what's a bunker luscious. Got any change? Spare 50 Pokemoney? Much obliged. And of course I'd spare that change. I've just won big money by beating Julia. I'm surprised that my character's still so wealthy after saving all the losses, but guess that just goes to show losing in this game isn't as devastating as you think. You beat a gym leader. Well, aren't you a little piece of something? Aren't you a little piece of something else? Says Casanova Brett. Now, clearly he says this with envy because there's no way he's beating a gym leader with only 2 Pokemon and one of them being a Whismur. So let's get ready for a nice, easy victory. Speaking of, I wonder if this Pokemon game is going to run into the same perplexing error that all the main Pokemon games do. When you fight trainers that have explicitly defeated gym leaders that you've already defeated, and then they bring out parties that could in no way have defeated those gym leaders. You know the trainers I'm talking about. You know, you'll walk into a trainer and you'll say, and they'll specifically, explicitly say something like, oh, you beat X gym leader? Well, so have I. And then they throw out a team that's like half as strong as that gym leader's team, and it's just like, how the heck did you beat that gym leader? Did someone lend you a Mewtwo? And fancy is as fancy does. There we go, that is a nice amount of money. Now it's time to survey my team. Ingrid gets pride of place at the top because I think she's currently my weakest. I guess I'm just a lost cause. I don't know what that means. Huffbuh, greetings. However, my immediate departure is necessitated. Obsidia remains in a volatile condition. My attendance is mandatory. Farewell. Reconsidering. Huffbuh, are you attempting to access the Obsidia ward? This area remains currently restricted for all outside civilians in reaction to the damage currently being inflicted. However, given the previous assistance granted at the factory, an exception may be possible. This person may be able to assist the present situation in Obsidia. Is passage permissible? Sure thing, Miss Florinia. Very well. Access granted. Situation briefing. An unknown force has recently begun continual engagement in the overstimulation and manipulation of malignant flora life. Cause remains unknown, however previous incidences of this behavior have resulted in large-scale destruction. Objective: isolate and eliminate the source of the extraneous growth immediately. Our target area has been narrowed to the Obsidia Park, hosting the majority of floral species in the ward. Operation assets will assemble there. Do attend shortly. Farewell. There we go, our next mission is laid out before us. Could this have something to do with the dastardly Team Meteor, or is this the residual effects of the Armageddon from previously? Gotta go, bye!